Alrighty then, here we are. Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 375. Omnibus editions and box sets. There's Stanley. A long walk this morning. It's 35 degrees here, which everybody is envious of because the lower 48, everybody's cold. We're not. So, Omnibus edition, and also called box sets. There was a point in time where Amazon would penalize you for saying box set for an ebook edition, but they're not doing that anymore. I haven't heard anybody have a problem with that lately. So omnibus box sets, those are now synonyms. I still use omnibus edition because I've been with Amazon long enough to know that, hey, they mean omnibus. A box set is a physical box set to me. So anyway, I use omnibus. It's a new product without new work. You just have to be patient. The patience is that you wait until after your individual book sales have run their course, and Pareto, he was a genius, the 80-20 rule, you'll get 80% of your sales, 80 to 90% of your sales on a new series, on a new book, when in the first quarter. So if you're writing, you do a rapid release, those 3 books, they'll peter out over time. So after they've gone down, especially once you've completed the series, you're not going to add new books. If you add new books, well, then you can add new life to your series with each new title. I have one series that's 14 books going on 25, and I've combined box sets of 1 to 4, 5 to 8, 9 to 12, and I've released those after I released 9 to 12 when I published book 13. And when I published book 14, we put 9 to 12 on sale. So 1 to 4, 5 to 8, and then we get the full price sales of the books on the end. We appeal to a new audience with these bargain basement discounted box sets and omnibus editions that sold really well. A huge edition, especially being in Kindle Unlimited. That's the big bonus, is when you put something on sale, you get whatever your normal balance is. See, I'm about 50-50. 50% of my revenue comes from book sales, and the other 50% comes from Kindle Unlimited reading revenue. So with that, it's a little bit skewed, especially if you put a discount on it, especially for people who've already read the book. They buy it. So that's like free money because they've already read the book. They'll buy it to now put it into their libraries, and that helps juice the algorithm. Success gives you more opportunity for success, and Amazon believes that, and they sell stuff. So when something's selling well, they'll say, hey, a lot of people like this, then other people might like this, so they help start pushing it for you. So when you combine your books, and this is something I've had some decent success with, you combine them, also combine the audio, because that's no new work. That's just little tweaks. Your narrator should be able to do that for you. You can run it through ACX. And you can also combine them if you get under the print page limit. You can combine them into a paperback. And I've done that with a few different, and those sell well in person. When you've got the monster complete set, 4 books in one, $25, you can make those sales. So I would recommend that. No new work, because you do print on demand, you get author copies. Especially if you're doing any in-person events, those big books really draw the eyeballs, as opposed to thinner books. It's just people look at that. Maybe it's the Costco model. Look at how much more I'm getting. I like more, and you give it to them. You don't give it to them. You sell it to them for like $25 for a big old fat book. And keep writing. Nothing sells that first book or that box set like the newest book. So you keep going. Complete set is a magical phrase in your advertising. So when you put 3 books together, my free trader series, I have books 1 to 9. I have 3 trilogies, 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, and those are also in audiobook as the trilogies. And then I also have the complete set, books 1 to 9. So in the back matter, I got to put in that, oh, by the way, if you want the audio, you have to buy the trilogies, which I've priced down. They're not bad, $2.99 each for those trilogies. These are shorter books. So it just depends what the person wants. So you give it to them. But that complete set no new work. I think that complete set has made about $50,000 over the last few years. And that was, I published it after, 3 years after the first book came out and a full year after book 9 came out. And that has carried the revenue stream for that series for the last few years. Why not? And it still sells well. I advertise it, all 9 books, complete series, A Cat and His Human Minions. It sets the hook. People pick it up. Why not? 9 books? Sure. And especially if they pick it up in Kindle Unlimited, I make way more money than if they buy it, no matter what the price. Because if they read it cover to cover, I think it's $13 that I'll make on it. So I'd have to charge $39 to get that 35% rate. Because if I charge $9.99, get $7. You can see how the math works out here. So for everybody who buys it and reads it cover to cover in Kindle Unlimited, that's a nice windfall. I don't need to move too many copies of it in order to make good money. And that is my everyday reality with that complete set. And I've written a lot of other books since then. And those complete sets are great for drawing in new readers. Oh, hey, and especially if you've got sets with more books coming, that also draws in readers. Hey, get the first 3. My Ian Bragg series, I only have 4 books out, but I put the first 3 books like as a prequel before he's established. So if you want to learn the backstory of this character, get those first 3 books in an omnibus edition. I have it for $4.99 right now, and it's selling gangbusters. It's doing just fine. Get a lot of page reads every day. And then book 4 is selling great, full price, as people read through and say, hey, I like this. And that's it. You give people quality product, they'll come on board, and they'll dive in and stay on board. Quality stories, do the best you can. Get some assistance, some beta readers, some insider team. And so when you have that big product, it's a nice sale. And also you don't have to worry about the read through as much. If your book 1 might be a little weaker, and we always get better as we go through a series, then you get over that hump because people buy it because it's big, and they'll keep reading because they bought it. And as they get into it, it's like, okay, this is cool. And then they'll keep reading. So this is the benefit of putting those first 3 books in one set. And we've done extensive testing with this, so to help that read through of the first book. Get those 3 books in one, and then all of a sudden, by the time book 3, they're sold, because book 2 to 3 read through is 90+%, right? Because you've already got them hooked on. Already have them hooked, and they like the characters, they bought into it, and then so book 4 comes out, they pick it up, whether they read it in KU or buy it, good, 5, 6, and keep going. So there it is, box sets, omnibus editions, new product without new work, and great revenue streams. People wonder about, does it take readers and sales away from book 1? No, I have a different marketing campaign for my book 1, and that's separate. Amazon, Facebook ads, run those for book 1, but also I have the omnibus edition that I will put on its own sales. There you go. There is some overlap. There's a little bit of poaching of your own readership, but not enough to make worth it. And the revenue bump is well worth it. So you're going to increase overall. Peace, fellow humans.